begin my sermon words is motivation and direction. These two words play an important role in the achieving goal. Motivation is a main force that drives people into action. And direction is a general way of person to move. Having a right motivation and choosing clear directions are essential for Christians to walk their spiritual journey safely and securely and reach their final goal. What is the final goal for your Christian life? For example, when Israelites were trapped in between Red Sea and Egyptian army at the time, many people are scared, frustrated, panicking. But one person never panicking at that moment. That was Moses. Moses said, "Do not be afraid. God will make a way and lead us to go the other side of water." He knew right motivation. His motivation is God. I lead the people that God tell me, free them from the slavery. That's my motivation. And his direction is clear. God will open the way. Even I cannot see the way, God will make the way. That's his clear direction. He controls himself. You and I could not control the situation, right? But we can control ourselves. Make us calm and confident in any situations. Theologically speaking, motivation, direction can be understood as a faith and action. Christians should have divine motivation. That is a faith. And choose the right direction, meaning proper action in accordance with God's word in our daily lives. Good motivation and clear direction guide the course of our spiritual journey and ultimately shape our spiritual destinations. Why did you choose to follow Jesus? That's a question we need to ask us periodically. Do you know the spiritual direction of your life? Do you know where you are heading? No matter what challenges stand before us, if we know who we are and who God is, He will make the way. Don't worry about how. How is God's job? David's life provides a powerful example of choosing the right direction with the good motivations. David's way of life was recognized as a meek and gentle. He always holding on it. Do you know how the Bible defined a meekness? It is ability to remain under control in any situation. It doesn't mean controlling the situation, but controlling yourself in the situations. A meek person like David does not act harshly and impulsively, but exercise self-control and seek the will of God first in every situation, every circumstance. What is God's will? And give these things to my life. David lived this way because he trusts God and believed that the Lord will control and take care of him. I have two examples showing how David's meekness not only shaped his motivation to serve God, but also guided his action in difficult situations. First, avoiding criticizing the individual, but focus on their behavior. David didn't attack Saul. Saul always following him to kill him. That is situations. David didn't attack Saul, even though he has a perfect opportunity to destroy him. David didn't attack Saul as a person. He only addressed his wrong actions. You see, Christian criticism should always focus on the behavior, not targeting the individual. David's heart was troubled even after cutting just a corner of the Saul's robe. Imagine, he was in totally dark side. Saul could not see him, but he can see him, right? He had a great opportunity, but he cut his robe. After that, his heart was so troubled with that. When he cut his robe, his conscience is not clear and in trouble. If he killed him, what happened? His life is destroyed, himself blame himself, and lost inner peace of entire his life. Why I did that? Why I did that? Why I do make that choice? Avoiding criticism of the individual is a way to protect your own heart and soul. Second is restrain yourself from self-defensiveness. When we let the defensiveness take control, we begin to see ourselves as victims and rush to retaliate. David faced such a moment in cave, hiding from Saul, Saul entered alone and fall asleep. And David's companion saw this is perfect opportunity for revenge. But David chose higher way. He restrained himself, trust God, and refused to act in revenge immediately. His example teaches us that true strength lies in self-control and leaving justice in God's hand. David's self-restraint reminds me to our situation we all face our lives in here. Do you know why God took Saul's kingship, spiritual leadership, and influence over others to give them to David? It was because Saul's spiritual identity was rooted in criticizing others, losing self-control, and following the advice of people rather than God's guidance. Motivation and right direction is really good to control our life better.